Alright, so it looks like it's TS first. So as I was saying, this is the second to last series between Alt QQ and the Tavern. Alt QQ has Ambition, and Fattymasker is on the Tavern. Awesome, it worked. Warcraft 3 booster. Anyway, oops. Well, I actually have the zoom way... I don't think I can switch it. No, I can't. I was screwing with some stuff, so we're going to deal with 2000. It's probably better that way for casting. But anyway, Fattymasker is a very good human player. He, as you saw, was 1600 MMR, and Ambition's right behind him. He goes up to 1600 at times. When I've been making games, I've noticed his MMR is 1600. Sometimes it fluctuates down to 1550. So I'm interested to see how they'll do. I haven't seen Fattymasker play human versus orc, and I don't think I've seen Ambition play versus human. So it's kind of new for me. I'm not sure exactly what their styles are or if they just play totally standard. We'll see. So we got a quick Voodoo Lounge out of Ambition with the BM and Archmage first from Fatty. Now I've played Fatty on ladder, but that's in Undead versus Orc, or excuse me, Undead versus Human usually, so I don't usually see how he gets to play. He's getting a quick Lumber Mill, so maybe we're going to be seeing, maybe an early Expo, I'm not sure. The Lumber Mill early kind of throws me off. But what do I know about human versus orc except that usually I see FS with TC and Stomp and, Chain Lightning and Lightning Shield and, just stomping over and over. But we'll see. I'm not sure in this matchup. I don't generally, again, watch this on TS, but first off, Archmage is coming across map. He's not actually trying to creep. And he's trading shots with a BM, which is not something he probably wanted to do. He hasn't skilled it yet. I don't know if he was planning on trying to go over and Liz harass, or if he just never got Water Elemental, or if my Warcraft 3 booster is broken. But it looks like he hasn't picked his first skill yet. A little bit interesting. Ambition stopped to get a circlet so he can hit a little bit harder. And it looks like this wasn't an Expo. I thought Expo would be a little bit risky, to say the least, versus an Orc. It's just a tech. So he's tech in tier 2. Running around trying to do something with his Archmage. I'm guessing if he had gotten free shots, he would have trained Blizzard, but he's just doing this just in case he doesn't get any free shots. Then he can go Water Elemental and use it to creep, maybe. That might be the plan there. Not sure. And Ambition said, I'm not going to keep chasing you. I'm going to creep instead. Not the item he exactly wanted. And let's see. All right, so Boots of Speed with Dust of Appearance. Now, Fatty, when I play him, he plays pretty standard. There's really nothing standard about this. You generally don't see Liz harass. I am curious to see if Ambition may switch some peons out. Put some over here. That way, if he comes back and he actually uses Blizzard and actually kills some of your peons, he doesn't kill them all. He only kills maybe 2 or 3. And then you'd have to figure out where your peons are on the wood. But he hasn't yet. Oh no, and Ambition's moving very slow. He has basically 1 peon that will die to just 1 shot, another 2 that'll die to if they sit on the Blizzard even for a few seconds. Not even. And we got Ambition going for some items over here. That's a nice item. Let's see though, he is full. Okay, he uses the Clarity Potion, but actually gets hit. So it gets canceled, and as you can see, he did kill one peon. But he's now... No, he's not blocked in. That was a good try by ambitioN, blocking over here, but there are holes over here on both sides, I believe. So, tier 2 is up. He does not have a second hero building yet. Or not getting one from the Tavern or anything like that. And he's going back in. Let's see what he can get this time. That was a very quick pull from ambitioN. You know, they got hurt a little bit again, but he only has enough for one more Blizzard. So if he pulls quick enough again, he'll be fine. Crystal Ball, not exactly what you want to see, but it is what it is. He does have to get out because SH will be coming in soon, which is scary. Is he trapped now? Did he trap? Yes, he did. He trapped himself, I think. He has to kill this one tree to now get out, or he has to use his TP because it's going to take 72 seconds for his Staff of Teleportation to come off cooldown. That tree will go down pretty quick, but it's still time he doesn't want to use. There is a way to do this quicker. Well, no, actually, excuse me. I'm thinking undead. With undead, you can attack trees with ghouls and they go down quicker, but not possible. It still went down pretty quick. He's now out. His MK is halfway out. So, ambitioN held that off pretty well. He lost, what, one peon? Although he has to watch out. If Fatty ever comes back with, like, let's say level 2 Blizzard, these things will die, and die very quickly. But so far, not so bad for ambitioN. He's been leveling up, while Fatty's sitting at 1.6 experience. He will get level 2 from this camp, that's for sure. Scroll the Beast, not bad. But Fatty's getting Dispel right away. I would say that's a good idea if you're playing versus... Well, I guess it can still Dispel Hex, so that makes sense. I was going to say, though, if you're facing an FS or Lightning Shield or something, you definitely want it quick. But ambitioN's not going Lightning Shield. He's going for the other casters. We'll have to see how that works out. It's also getting some Raiders. Now level 3. Jeez. Alright, he still doesn't have the item. Let's see what he gets. So ambitioN is in a much better spot than Fatty at the moment. But we'll have to see how ambitioN deals with all these casters. He does scout this, so he knows he's sitting tier 2. He might have saw the Rifleman, but he can probably guess from, you know, the Blacksmith. And he should be seeing the Double Sanctum. So I'd be almost... Well, he might get one Wyvern, I don't really know. Or a few Wyvern. They're very good versus casters. Not so good against Priest, though. Excuse me, versus Rifleman. I think he took the XP, took the item. He should be able to get out very easy. Does not want to stick around, though. He should know Fatty has... He's got to know now that Fatty has this Sentry Ward sitting right here. Luckily, he couldn't get the Dispel off, and Fatty had no mana left on his MK, so he got very lucky there. He's got to watch out that he doesn't plop down another Sentry Ward, though. He might, especially if he plans on creeping. And he also had the Potion of Greater Mana that whole time. He chose not to use it, though. I guess he didn't want to risk the chance of it, you know, not working out, and then just wasted that item. Level 3 SH already. However, these units are getting all very low due to the... This is one thing with ambitioN I've been noticing in all his games. He likes to live on the edge when he's creeping. All of his units get so low. You can see this is not helping at all. Spirit Link. Well, it's keeping everything alive, but what I mean is it's making it so all of his units are so low health. And right now, Ambition's sitting at only 40 food because he's trying to expo, while Fatty's sitting at 51. So while I've been sitting here praising Ambition for everything he's doing with his hero levels and whatnot, he actually is behind. He's supply blocked, and now he's not anymore, but he had 800 gold. He should be pumping right away. Pump right away, please. So he puts a Kodo and a Raider both in one production building. He's not getting another burrow, though. And this tower is going to go down, so this is a very good timing for Fattymasker, which we'll have to see how it goes. I mean, he's going to be facing the Scroll the Beast, which won't do much with the Spellbreaker's ended his spell if he uses it correctly, and higher level. No, he caught up on hero level. So this is a very good timing for Fatty. And you can see with the slow, he's not using Dispel or anything. Ambition's killing nothing. Ambition is now out of mana on his SH, almost out of mana on his BM. He does have Potion of Greater Healing if he wants it. He should. Oh no, he didn't cancel. So this is up. It's likely going to go down. He might feel obligated to save it. I was going to tell him he should cancel the Expo at this point, but he can't. I think if Ambition had kept pumping units, instead of trying to do the Expo, or even while he was doing the Expo, if he had gotten the burrow up in time and he wasn't supply blocked, I don't know exactly for how long he was supply blocked, but he certainly was for a little while. He would have been in a much better position to hold this. Fatty's got to make the choice of what he wants to do. He is expoing himself right now. He's in a very good position. And he knows, though, exactly what Ambition has because he's bringing the Kodo along with him, which is eating the Spellbreaker at the same time. So BM is a very nice hero, obviously, and so is SH. But the standard has become like FS, TC with Lightning Shield because the area of effect damage is so nice versus things like casters, versus things like riflemen. He doesn't have that ability. Ambition doesn't have that ability. And Fatty said, screw this, I'm not making footies. I'm going straight to tier 2. I think he made 1 foot. I remember seeing 1 foot over here. He went right to tier 2, got right into those units he really wanted. He even had a little bit of a late MK, so I'm actually surprised he was able to somewhat catch up with tier levels. He is still a little bit behind. Fatty just got to 4-4. He got Book of the Good Game, usually, but when you're facing mass casters, yeah, there's only 2 priests. They won't be able to have unlimited mana, but they're full mana right now. They will likely dispel that book. And they're now running out of creeps on this map. There's only this green camp, maybe this green camp, and then this green camp. So Ambition did try an Expo again. It's gonna hopefully just be canceled this time. Yes. And you can see the Blizzard doing work. He also has Clap. And Invis. But there is Dust. So he has to watch out for this. His MK does have a Potion of Invul, so he can always pass that. And you can see Ambition's staying in Invis, but with slow, can't do much. And he just gets away, and he keeps using Blizzard. And while all this is happening, his riflemen and spellbreakers are murdering ambition, and ambition is just feeling like, I need to get him out of here. Let me just aim the hero, which is obviously not working out too well for him, and that's the good game. So 1-up, Fattymasker. That was I want to say it was a bad start by Fattymasker, and that but at the same time, it set him up for a very strong tier 2. You know, he didn't get much done, and ambition definitely was able to outcreep him, but there was that nice little timing, and I think that was because of ambition's actions. Just wondering what the game name is. No one told me. Oh, because it's in there. All right. Echo Isles. Alrighty. Someone just added me as a friend on your who's Battloo? I don't even know who Battloo is. Is that one of you? Whatever. Someone just tried to add me named Battloo. Which I'll take. I just don't know who you are. Half the time people, you know, just accept it. Usually now they message me like, go die in a fire because I played you earlier or something, but I don't know. So let's see if ambition goes more standard, which would be FS, you know, TC. There is a reason why it's standard. It does pretty well versus human. Or if he's going to stick with his BM. And we got to pause. Now I'm just curious who Battloo is. Nope, it's not helpful. Oop, I hear something happening. All right, they're ready to go. Sitting on 4 out of 5 gold, which... Who was I playing with? I don't remember. I was playing with someone who told me this indicates he wants to attack quick. I think it was Cubert. So I probably should just pretend like I knew that, but I'm not. It's to get more wood, I think, to attack quicker, presumably. Because you don't run out of gold when you're just building an altar and a burrow, but you do need the wood. So let's see. Yep, right away, tech. And you needed the wood because you want to make a barracks. So as you can see, up there, 30 wood now. So cuts it pretty close. And I didn't even look at the hero because I got distracted. Mr. Battloo. And it's an FS. So he's playing more standard versus Fattymasker, who's also playing more standard and getting a water elemental instead of Blizzard right away. He may retrain into Blizzard later, because once Shaman presumably come out, presuming that's what he's doing, those are going to get purged anyway, and they're just like almost free XP for the heroes. There are ways on certain maps to mine quicker with, well, not like extremely effective, but you still can mine with 4 and get basically maximum potential out of them. But once you get into like this phase, obviously you don't want 4 on here because then you can't be going back the whole time and doing that. So you can do it early when you literally have nothing better to do. So Ambition will be on, excuse me, Fattymasker will be on his way to level 2 with this kill right here. Yep, level 2, and Ambition has gotten no XP. He hasn't been able to kill anything, but this should be a dead militia. It's stuck. That's a very weird way to get stuck, but it's stuck. However, as you can see, you get a decent amount of XP. 20 XP for 1 foot. One wolf. So he's got to be careful about feeding those. And you see the first grunt coming out. Second grunt is also on its way. He's going into Rifleman. And Fattymasker is just saying, I need to get away from this FS. So you see him running cross map. By the time he runs cross map, he will have another water elemental, which can be used to creep. This will still be a hard creep to take if that's what his plan is. No. I was going to say, I mean, just one water elemental, a foot, and an archmage is not going to be able to take that comfortably at all. So he's running over here to take the small green of Ambition. Ambition, on the other hand, will be around. I don't think Fatty's going to be able to go in and cancel any of this attack. Maybe he can cancel the War Mill, not a big deal, but not the Spirit Lodge or Bestiary that is going up in the back of the base. You know, that might have actually been a pretty cool move if Fatty, instead of creeping this, I just run up here. Those were probably at a point where he could have canceled one or both of them. But as is, he can't. No way. So in the end, Fatty got that camp, which doesn't do much for you, and he lost 1 or 2 footies for that. I believe 1. We're seeing 1 Arcane Sanctum right now. He doesn't have wood for another one. I don't know if he plans on getting another one. MK coming out second, and it's, like I said, much more standard from Ambition, TCFS. And he is running the FS away because you want to level up your TC as much as you can, and the same thing's going to happen when the MK comes out. He's going to level up the MK as much as he can. Ambition does have to be a little bit careful. He didn't buy any pots or anything on his hero, as you can see. So when he's creeping and this happens, 87 life, he's got to run back. Or at least not use that grunt too much anymore. Priest coming out. I don't think the spell has been researched yet. Did just recently go up. And Fatty is now pulling this camp, which is a good idea. You should definitely pull it, because if he had just attacked right in, the TC would come from behind and stomp. And he may still stomp. He does have speed scroll. But this allows Fatty to run away if he wants to. And he's decided to run away, but then to come back and re-engage, he does have his MK, which skilled Bolt first. And he's going to be able to get this camp, unless the stomp. No. He got the camp, attacking regularly, and then to cancel the stomp, which was just about to occur, he bolted the TC. Which also means that it's not on cooldown anymore, and the TC is about to land a very nice stomp, netting him 1 rifleman and maybe some footies? Another... no? Okay, that footy lived with 21 life. The sad part is, it's probably going to get healed up just to die later. Okay, no, he has not gotten any grunts yet. He pulled the boys. Peasants are coming. That was just for the fight. They'll probably go back now. He's got to be careful. I mean, it's not that wood intensive getting things like rifleman and priest, that's for sure. But he is sitting only at 168 wood. If he ever wants to go tier 3, he's not doing it anytime soon. He's got to get these guys back to work, mining away. And Fatty just turns around, takes the middle camp, but he's not just creeping his MK, which may turn out to be a mistake later, we'll have to see. I mean, his Archmage is already level 3. You see it has Brilliance Order level 2, because as I was saying earlier, Shaman just purged your Water Elementals, so unless he retrains in the Blizzard, he might as well just be a Mana Fountain for the MK. The thing is, a level 1 MK sucks. I mean, it's good, but not compared to a level 3 TC. He wants that MK to get to like level 3 itself for the clap. You clap all of these grunts, and you just kind of laugh as they die. Similar to the TC stomping everything human has. So, ambitioN is playing this much more standard. Fattymasker is certainly behind, I would say, at this point, especially considering he only has a level 1 MK. He's not going to get level 2 here. He's looping around. I was going to say he might go for the green down here. And let's see how this goes, if he's going to even want to engage. He does have this Scroll of Healing, and the Riflemen are right on top of the Shaman already. He was able to get one right away due to the positioning. And with that, he actually did get clap. So you saw the first clap come out. You saw an invul pot used. And the problem is, ambitioN's running around right now with Lightning Shield, but he's not running next to purple. He's running next to all of his own units. But this is a dead MK. Very good. He's got a watch though. He might lose a Raider. Okay, well, I was going to say he might lose a Raider to LS, but instead he just lost it to Fatty, which is actually even worse. So all these units are very healed up right now. He's going to have Stomp soon. He has Stomp. He should Stomp. But he's running away because, as you can see, all of the rest of his units are rather low life. He does run away with one Rifleman in his belly. Not bad. Yeah, Black Phoenix is pointing out, why isn't Fatty creeping the orange triangle, these three? Well, basically he has 4. Whichever triangle you want, but he's probably talking about this right here. He would be able to get his MK up to at least level 3, maybe level 4 at this point, but he's not. And he's going to be able to now, though. I mean, the MK will be out soon, but the problem is ambitioN also knows his side is crap, so he's going to want to go over here to contest these creeps now, especially when he sees with the Spirit Wolves what is happening. That was a dispel by Fatty. He only got one of the Spirit Wolves. Not a big deal. And that's level 4 on his Archmage. He's got to watch this. Raiders are coming in. The Riflemen, you can see 3 of them are very low on life. MK is back. It does have a Potion of Mana, as you can see. It's not as good as it was before. And now we got the LS, Chain Lightning, Stomps. Fatty's doing a good job dispelling, but this Rifleman is almost eaten. He will be able to eat again. He's pulling in the Peasants or the Militia. Now, Fatty is doing a lot of damage. A lot is dying of ambitioN's army. But the hero levels are still in ambitioN's favor for now. But this is looking very good for Fatty. So ambitioN did a great job creeping. The problem is, in these engagements, he is losing way too much of his army to these Riflemen. The LS half the time, like over here, was hurting him more than it was hurting his opponent. And ambitioN took advantage of that. Or excuse me, Fatty took advantage of that and killed all of ambitioN's Raiders, Grunts, Shaman. You can see the armies. It's 41 food to 47. The thing is, you can see it's 4 food for 1 Kodo. You know, his units cost a lot more than these. So if this MK, there you go, gets to level 3, You're going to see it. Level 2 clap. Units are going to start melting a lot easier now. Especially when he has a pendant of mana. Pendant of energy, I should say, which is 100 now. Potion of mana, which restores 125 mana. And an invul pot. He does have nice hero levels, that's for sure. Level 2 Chain Lightning, level 1 Wolves, because the Wolves can be dispelled or, you know, used against you if you get Spellbreakers. Okay, and now he's got Invis on his MK, which is going to allow him to position very nicely. Sometimes you see the TC do something similar. They go over here and they buy the Potion of Invis just to be able to position their TC like right in the middle of everything to stomp. And here you go. This is what I mean. Okay, he's not going to do anything. He's just maybe going to... Okay. I thought he might just use his MK to block the Kodo while it's in Viz, but instead he used Bolt. And Ambition, again, he used LS, but he's not going near these units. He's staying near his units. And Fatty's like, oh, I'm not going to dispel the LS when all you're doing is really damaging the grunts. The MK, though, used its mana. It's getting out of there because it doesn't have an invul pot anymore. He does have Invis, but I don't think he has enough mana for the Invis at this point. However, a level 2 Brilliance Aura, you will see this shooting back up. Just before, this was at 40. You can just see it. Look at that, 70 mana already. This is definitely looking good for Fatty. Once again, I really, really, really liked Ambition's beginning. You know, he's got the beginning down. But during the fights, Fatty's making better decisions. Okay, there you go. See, that was just food for Ambition. Had to buy a pot. His TC, though. Alright, let's see. He's got a long way to go. The TC is now being aimed. But he had to TP out because his MK was also getting taken out. So 44 food to 47. Again, Fatty's army looked stronger, and you can see he just queued up quite a few units. Now he's at 53 versus 44. And he's got an Expo running, which is now starting to pay for itself. Ambition will scout that right away. Then he's got to make a choice of how does he react. And Fatty still has this creep to take, which may give him level 5 on the Archmage if that's what he wanted. Or just get his MK closer to level 4. And then he also has this down here. Ambition, he's pretty far from either level.
A player's forces are under attack.
So we got to see, how is Ambition going to deal with... He should know there's an Expo, if he didn't even see it. Spellbreakers are now coming out. One is already out. That's the type of unit you want to eat with your Kodo. Just get it out of the way. He went into double Arcane Sanctums. He's sitting tier 2. He's just relying on his massive units, the slow, the priest with the spell, and largely the MK for the damage. The Rifleman kind of finished units off. Or if a Shaman gets in the way, he can mow those down pretty easy. But Rifleman's kind of just tickle grunts. So we're in for round 2. Both heroes were in Viz. MK is still in Viz. He has no idea it's right there. There's no healing on his Archmage. And the LS is Archmage. Okay. Now he's aiming the MK, which has 2 mana pots, an invul pot, and a TP. And it can always be in Viz. So we're going to have to see how that works out. His TC, though, that was a huge stomp. Fatty's doing a good job at dispelling. But I don't think he has... Well, no, he has one more priest left. The MK still has an invul pot, which he has now used at 38th life. That was a little close. And the... Oof. He didn't even get to use the pot because, again, the MK is the damage dealer of this army. And this may be... It looks like it's going to be the end of ambition. He may live just due to the burrows, but he shouldn't, especially with that. So this was a quick... It was a very strong 2-0 from Fatty. I would say Fatty's openings seem to be weaker than Ambition's. Ambition seems to have much cleaner opening, but fighting, the decision making and fighting and things like that, I would definitely give to Fattymasker. So that was a very good series. I haven't seen Fatty play in Human vs. Orc, or Ambition playing Human vs. Orc, so that was a nice way to end the season, I think, for both of them. Ambition should not be sad at all. Fatty's a very strong player, you know. And we still got one more series. So that's 2 points to the Tavern. They're trying to climb out of last place, so every point counts for them, that's for sure. And right now, Luck QQ is tied for 3rd with Clutcher Kick, but we only have 1 series left. So Clutcher Kick has 4 series left. So they're probably going to get ahead of us, but we made a strong showing. We're right there point-wise with 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, but mathematically we just can't make it.